It is said that hitting my mother is a big deal, but this time I have to be reversed. I gave my mother several big mouths. Why? Because she was a murderer, Wang Yunqi. She turned me to the mountains and sold my child who was 6 months pregnant. Do you say you should fight? Fortunately, God has eyes, let me live again, this time, you all go to hell. The good-looking high-quality finished cool text, Yuan Bao Xiang accounts for more than half. The full text is even more, the ingot story starts now. Money is my mother. Zhao Junlei was very good to me. From a young age, I never doubted that I was not his biological child, so I obeyed any arrangements. At the age of 25, he introduced me to Wang Yunqi. I had no impression on Wang Yunqi, and even every contact made me feel psychological discomfort. I politely rejected him, but I did not expect that I violated my mother's inverse scale. She spit, and I couldn't bear to see her uncomfortable, so she gritted her teeth and accepted her arrangement. He was afraid that I regretted it. The next day, Wang Yunqi took me to the Civil Affairs Bureau to get a marriage certificate. The wedding was also very hasty, and only the direct relatives of the two parties were banned. Shortly after marriage, I was pregnant. Wang Yunqi asked me warmly and took care of me very much. When he was 6 months pregnant, Wang Yunqi and my mother took me to the mountain on the grounds of taking me to check the gender of the fetus. On the way, my mother was afraid that I would be suspicious, and quickly hit the field and said that taking me to find a very powerful old Chinese medicine, living in the mountains, it is not easy to see. Although I had doubts in my heart, I was relieved to hear my mother. I did not expect that the next waiting me would be a nightmare torture. Wang Yunqi tied me to a simple bed and opened my belly with a sharp knife. I asked my mother helplessly, but she stood indifferently and covered her nose disgust. The strong bloody smell permeated in the air, and my weak cry sounded throughout the room. When she took out the fetus, I died painfully because of excessive blood loss. When I was dying, I heard my mother shouting excitedly, "This fetus is well raised, and it will definitely sell a good price to send it to northern Myanmar." Wang Yunqi laughed. "This is the raw materials of those senior cosmetics. Children's, adults' organs are also valuable." The last trace of blood in my body was clean, my soul was pulled away, and the extreme pain of my body slowly converged into hate. If I can come again, I will not trust Zhao Junlei. But do I still have a chance? I was born again. There was no bloody smell.